Oh shit.
All right, we live. Welcome back to episode 5, the Ocho Cinco episode.
I forgot to add us on Twitter. I'm tripping. There we go. All right, cool.
Add you on.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say I ain't see the broadcast.
Yeah, I was looking for the link, but yeah, we should be live on Twitter now.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm here.
I gotta work.
Joe is here. Ronnie is here. Fee will be along shortly. How was everyone's week?
Glad it's over. I'm gonna say that every week you ask me.
Mine started off in the emergency room,
Oh,
The hell happened to you?
passing a kidney stone.
ooh.
I heard that shit is horrible.
Yeah. I woke up out my sleep at like 6 a.m. And I'm thinking it's because like my upstairs neighbor is making noise, which they're prone to do that early. And I went to move my body and my back was hurting. And I'm like, oh, like, did I tweak something? I ain't been lifting weights or nothing late. So I try to adjust. That shit don't work. I grabbed the heating pad from by my bed because, you know, I'm at that age where a heating pad nearby is always.
Don't even keep a strap by the bed. Got a heater pad.
Oh, no, that's there too.
Oh, okay.
This was right there. But the heating pad is down there. So I went to get that. I put it under my back. That shit ain't doing nothing. So I lay there for about 45 minutes. Finally, I get up. I go brush my teeth. And I sit up in my computer chair and I'm like, okay, this is actually helping. So I'm like, maybe I just don't need to lay down. I get up and go brush my teeth and my back started spazzing. So I went and laid back down. I called my sister because she's a nurse and she works overnight. I'm like, hey, I'm having some back issues. Like, what you think? She like, it sounds like you in some pain and need to go to the doctor, which is always the last shit that I want to fucking hear. So the pain subsides a little bit. I get up, log in for work, and I'm thinking like, all right, in case I got to go, let me go look up my Cobra information because I switched jobs. So I have a lapse in insurance of 1 month. Man, I felt some pressure, like internally, like I had to pee, like some pressure from by my kidney. So next thing I do is, you know, call the nigga in my family who, you know, works in dialysis. I'm like, hey, bro, can kidney stones cause back spasms? And he said, yep. This nigga started laughing. I'm like, bro, this ain't no laughing matter. Nigga, I'm in pain right now. And he was like, man, you know, drink some lemonade, keep you a beer in the fridge, you know, to help you go. He said, but you're probably gonna have to go see a urologist or to the ER if it gets any more painful. Man, I get off the phone with that nigga. Next thing I know, my entire back seizes up. And I was like, yep, nope. Called 911. First, I laid in bed. I crawled. It ain't that far, but I like crawled over to pay for the Cobra, which was $740. So that was fun. To make sure I had insurance. All 911. Fire department is right across the street. Medic gets here. And I get in the ambulance and like we start going up the street and suddenly I have no pain. So I get to the ER. They have me a CAT scan and the doc comes in and is like, yeah, man, you already passed it. It's in your bladder. I said, oh shit. Well, I should have just waited 20 more minutes and saved myself a butt ton of money. He said, nah. No. He said, nah, it's more up there.
Oh, damn.
He was like, so I'm gonna order you some pain medication and you probably need to go see the urologist. I'm like, I'll do that when my real insurance kicks in. But yeah, so and then they had me do a urine sample and I passed it while I was there. He was like, you might pass it in 3-4 more days. Nope, happened right there.
Yeah, I never want those problems. Never.
That is the second most painful thing I've ever had happen to me. I don't go to the doctor at all ever. Normally, me paying $740 to activate some insurance in an emergency would have me crying. I've had an HSA since I had surgery in 2016. The most painful thing that ever happened to me. So I had like $4,000 sitting in it that I never touched just in case because I'm a paranoid nigga. And yeah, that shit came in handy because that reimbursed me and that's going to pay for this ambulance ride and all this other bills associated with this. So my manager, who I like messaged as I was getting off, I said, hey, I'm finna have to go to the ER. And I actually logged back into work because I didn't have shit else to do. I wasn't in pain anymore. And I wasn't trying to use it. Yo, my manager was like, so you got in the ambulance this morning and came back to work? I said, yeah, I ain't got shit else to do. Like, I ain't finna use PTO. Sit here for the next 5 hours and move this mouse because I ain't got no meetings on my calendar. And I'm straight. So today, my manager's like, hey, she looked at my calendar. She's like, it doesn't look like you have any meetings after your last one at 2:30. Leave and start your weekend off. I said, all right, cool. Enjoy your weekend. And she's like, yeah, do me a favor. No ambulances between now and next Monday. That's how my week started. In a fucking ambulance.
Ambulances ain't cheap, bro.
At all.
From what I hear,
not at all.
That's how you know I was in pain, nigga. I would have drove myself or just sat here. But nigga,
you should have called an Uber.
Called the Uber.
Oh, so here's another funny part, right? So I'm texting my mom as I'm in the ambulance. I'm like, hey mom, I'm about to go to the ER. Sounds like I got a kidney stone. I should be fine. She's like, I'm gonna call your aunt and see if I'm like, mom, good. I don't need them to come get me. I'll just get an Uber back to the crib. I'm going to the hospital right up the street. I'll be fine. So my aunt calls while I'm in the ER. She's like, hey, one of us is coming down there. They live like 30 minutes north of me. I'm like, man, save y'all damn gas. I'll get an Uber. My uncle in the background talking about I'm on the way. He get there, he comes. I sit in the car with him. And I'm like, I appreciate it, but y'all ain't have to do that. He said, nah, man, your family. It ain't. I'm retired. It ain't like I gotta work. Although you did make me miss my breakfast. I'm like, man,
I told you to
stay where you was. I told y'all I was good. Like shit. He like should have called instead of calling for an ambulance. I said, man, y'all wouldn't have got here that quick. So yeah,
what up, man?
How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. How y'all? I was binge watching Wintertime. I had to finish that last episode. My bad, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I watched all 7 episodes today, bro. That's probably about the best shit on TV right now. I cannot lie to you, bro.
I can't.
Yeah, it's
damn.
That shit is fucking good, bro. Like seeing the start of Pat Riley's career, like seeing the nigga who architected the Showtime. Like the shit is just fucking great. Like seeing Red Auerbach like be the fucking villain of the years, how they depicted Boston.
Let me change his name real quick before you continue.
Woo!
But no, man, like the what I hate about most sports shows is like, because it's a sports show, like I want to believe that the action is real, essentially, and a lot of sports shows don't do that well. This show does that well. Like the basketball scenes are like amazing, and they got a pretty good cast. The Isaiah Quincy, I think he like ran track or something, and the guy who plays Kareem actually hooped at Cal, so they got like real athletes, and the scenes look good. It's a very, very, very funny show. John C. Reilly is killing it as Dr. Buss, and I understand why the Lakers are mad, because y'all are confirming that some of this stuff is true. But anyway, yeah.
Well, I mean, so we can get into this real quick because Jerry West is basically like he's upset over his portrayal, and I understand because he's like, yo, this is not me. And so I was reading something when the show aired, and HBO did not get permission to use any NBA logos, the Lakers names, none of that shit. And so some legal experts are like, well, yeah, they got a case. Like they could do a cease and desist, all that. And someone was like, but they probably won't, because then people are going to have to go under oath and actually state whether any of this shit is true. And they might have to subject themselves to discovery, which could open the NBA up to a can of worms. Like Dan Snyder's ass got with this cooking the book shit that he doing. So discovery is probably why the NBA won't, because they like, hey, we ain't finna open our emails up over something this petty. They said HBO will probably just set aside some money and kick it to them for whatever they would have had to pay for the licensing fees. But I get why Jerry West
HBO Plus.
Man, I'll let you hold the password, bro.
Appreciate it.
he was waiting on it. He was like, I appreciate it. But it's good, man. Check that out.
But anyway, let me make sure this up high enough. Let me about to go to church right here.
This nigga.
Really, bro? I ain't heard that in so long, bro. Oh my god.
We got a whole service. The Lord answers prayers. James Borrego
about to get into, bro.
Got fired, baby.
Hey man, I seen that notification. I went right to Twitter. When I tell you my whole timeline was filled with nothing but celebration from this nigga AJ, like post after post, quote tweet after quote tweet. This nigga with a different reaction to this nigga getting fired.
Hey, it's beautiful. It's like, nigga, this the best news I've gotten since I found out I was getting my new job. Second best news I've gotten this year.
Because here's the thing about James Borrego, like the Hornets.
This I've been listening to all day. Fuck JB, what's up, nigga? Yeah, nigga.
Like the Hornets, man, they have such low expectations that, like, you don't even realize how bad James Borrego is. So AJ is truly the only one who cares. Like, nobody else is saying, like, hey, man, James Borrego should have been fired. Like because he flies under the radar with how bad he is.
This is what killed me, right? So during the play-in game, Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, this lets me know that none of these dudes actually watch Hornets basketball. Like, they just catch LaMelo highlights. They was like, yeah, Cody Martin, he impacts winning so much. He's a great defender. And I'm like, nigga, the numbers don't say that. Nowhere do they say that. Like, nowhere do the numbers say the Hornets are actually a worse team when he's on the court. Slightly, but they're a worse team. They give up more points when he's on the court. They give up more rebounds. They create less turnovers. They are worse when he's on the court. Like, nothing about them says, yeah, we're a better team when he's on the court. But nigga, I'm just happy because I wasn't expecting this shit to happen, nigga. I was like, after he survived the storm and made it through the exit interviews, I was like, oh, they're keeping this nigga for another year. Here the fuck we go. But nigga, I had three people at me on Twitter with the news, with the Woj tweet, and then Fee in the group chat letting me know, nigga, I went into every goddamn reaction gif I had, nigga. I had one of a nigga getting disrespected at his funeral, nigga. I want to find where he lives and drive by and offer my services, nigga. Do you need me to help you pack? Get the fuck out of my city. You don't want to be here. You just got fired, nigga. You don't want to be out on the town with your wife and niggas asking you how you couldn't make it to the playoffs with LaMelo. You don't want that, bro. Take your ass back to Albuquerque or wherever it is in New Mexico you from. Just go chill out. Just get out of here. Like, we don't need you here. Go to South Carolina. That state don't have nothing going for it. Go there. Bring them some more misery. But don't stay here. Just go.
What's wrong with this nigga?
This is some beautiful hate, man. That was really awful.
Listen, the one thing I forgot to post, the someone's downfall happening. We watching as I prayed for it. Prayers down, nigga. I want nothing but the worst for this nigga. Cody Martin, you next, nigga.
Relax.
You are next. You are going to be in the G League next season, you fucking scrub. Go look at apartments in Shanghai, nigga. That's where you playing next year.
Ni hao.
Fucking
Ni hao.
Damn.
Ni hao, nigga. You're done.
Who is this nigga?
Finished.
Bro, you sound like Bow Wow talking to
That
Soulja
Bow Wow
Boy.
video. You're done.
Closed casket. You're done. You're finished.
You can't eat here no more, son. You see how Devontae Graham barely getting 10 minutes a night now? That's gonna be you next year, nigga. But in the G League. Trash ass.
Wow.
Yeah. If you only get 10 minutes in the G League, you really just go get your IT certification. Like this basketball thing is for you, man.
Like you finna be getting sprayed by who was the dude that the Lakers called up that year who been in the G League for like 10 years and had that feel good story?
Oh, you
Andre Ingram.
Ingram.
Andre Ingram finna be busting threes in your eye, nigga. Be prepared. Bum ass nigga.
Be down there with ATM.
Hey, you finna be in Lithuania. You finna be in Lithuania where LaMelo played in high school, nigga. That's where you going, you bum. Fuck out my city, nigga.
All right, so AJ, who do you want as coach? As your coach. Let the people
Okay,
know.
so yeah. Let's get in. So this actually is the hot take and the thought thing that I had that I want to hear y'all thoughts on. But so I think there's rumors that Kupchak is supposed to retire. His deal only ran for 4 years, and they were saying that had things been running right, he was going to step away and become a special advisor. And the plan is to elevate MJ's college roommate. I think it's Buzz Peterson, who's currently the assistant GM to the GM role, which tells me that either A, that's happening, and Buzz like, nah, get Borrego out of here, or Mitch is going to extend his deal because he doesn't want to leave the team like this in a state of kind of upheaval and turmoil. So that's one. Two, I think they're going to go after Vogel. I don't know if Vogel takes the job, but they need to go after Vogel. Defense has been an issue. He turned Malik Monk into the same caliber of defender as Cody Martin, and people think Cody Martin's a lockdown defender and that nigga's ass. And he's not afraid to play young players. So I think Borrego, Kai Jones, JT Thor, they could all use a tough-minded defensive coach. So could Melo. So here's my hot take, right? Everyone's talking about what the Hornets should do with the roster. Do you trade Hayward? Do you trade Rozier? I actually think rather than pay him max money, you should trade Miles Bridges. Here's why. If you're going to pay him max money, he needs to be, a top 10, 15 player, 25 or under? Is he a top 10 or 15 player, 25 or under in the NBA?
See, that's not even that take ain't even mild. Like, of course, straight Miles Bridges. I wasn't I was going to argue against this.
Well, no, I'm asking because I thought about this, and is he a top 10 player under the age of 25? Joe, Fee, yep. 25 or under as of today. They are 20.
He not even the best Bridges under 25.
Yeah,
there you go.
And see, that's my thing. You can't give a dude like that max money because you already gave Rozier the max that he could get, and you gave Hayward the max that he could get, and you gonna have to pay Melo the max that he can get. So, I have a list here of 28 players, 25 or under currently. The unassailable. Ja,
this nigga been doing homework.
I did this while I was grocery shopping. just what niggas I was thinking of. So Ja, Luka, Ant-Man, Book, Trey, Devin Booker, Trae Young, Tatum and Brown, Jamal Murray, Donovan Mitchell. That's 10. That's 9. Now you get into some questions. I still take Zion over him. Now we're at 10. Let's get to the fun stuff. Is he better than Melo?
LaMelo Ball?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No.
Is he better than Ben Simmons?
Nah.
No, even Ben Simmons not shooting. He's not better than that nigga.
Mm-hmm. Joe, you.
He's not better than him, but to me at this point,
you might take him over Simmons.
Yeah,
okay. Is he better than Jordan Poole?
Man, Jordan Poole been playing out of his mind. Hell,
I was about to say Jordan Poole in his current form. Nah.
Okay, so now we're at 13.
Nah.
Is he better than Brandon Ingram?
Hell no.
Nah.
Is he better than Michael Porter Jr.?
No, even with a bad back.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
Okay, so we're at consensus.
Yeah, I don't trust that nigga.
Is he better than Tyler Hero?
No.
We're at 15. Is he better than Lonzo Ball?
No.
So we're at 16. Is he better than Darius Garland?
Nah.
De'Aaron Fox?
No.
Nah.
Tyrese Halliburton?
No.
Nah.
SGA?
No.
Nah.
Desmond Bain?
No.
We're at 20. We're at 22.
More.
We're at 22 right now. 21 consensus, 22. He might not be top 25 under 25.
But he's not better than fucking Colin Sexton.
I don't think he's better. I don't think he's better than Evan Mobley.
He not better than Anthony Simons. He not better than Gary Trent Jr. He not better than Scotty Barnes.
Did I say De'Aaron Fox?
Yeah, you said De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, nah. So we can you can comfortably name 25 players age 25 or under that he's not better than right now. Like he's there with RJ Barrett to me. Huh?
You can name 20.
He not better than RJ. He not better than RJ Barrett. I don't know if you was watching RJ Barrett at the end of the season, but once they started increasing his minutes, he was fucking hooping, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can get to 20. You don't pay a dude like that max money. Like you don't. The Hornets are gonna do it because they're stupid. Here's
the only reason I say that they're gonna pay him because niggas ain't lining up to come to Charlotte. Yeah. So somebody like him, like like them small market teams, they're always gonna be a casualty of having to overpay their homegrown talent because niggas ain't coming there, and the people you're getting Gordon Hayward, like you getting the C-list niggas to come down there to take the money, bro.
Which is a reason why the max salary should be abolished, because niggas like Gordon Hayward, but niggas like Gordon Hayward are why the max salary exists. Because if you have you would only be able to have enough, you would have enough cap space to pay one nigga, and then you'd have to build your team competently. Like you wouldn't have Paul George and Kawhi on the same team. You wouldn't have the Warriors the way they are. Like if you actually had to pay niggas commiserate with what they're worth. But so
this nigga said commiserate. He's serious.
Hey, but so to Fee's point, I think that having to overpay to keep dudes is overrated, because if you Miles is as good as he's ever going to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to say he's about to fall off a cliff. Like this year, he was 20.7 boards, 4 assists. I think that's about where you can slot him in at, somewhere between 18 and 21 points for the next 4 to 6 years.
And so he played like Tobias Harris, and he about to get paid like Tobias Harris.
Get paid like Tobias Harris, yeah.
And you look at Tobias Harris and you like, we had to pay him, but should we have paid? No. So when you let somebody else be thirsty enough to, if some team signs him to a max offer sheet, say, bet, we'll do it, kick us a first and you can have him.
Yeah,
that's good business right there.
That, but this is where I differ with like Steve and shit. So it's like, because you made the comment of, hey, like niggas is this is the market for niggas. You have to pay them. No, you don't. Like, I get it. Like this is what like this nigga is market worth. Like I get it. Like this based off the market, this is what he's going to get paid, especially off that coming off that rookie scale. Like, hey, this is what it is. Hey, bro, sorry. Like, be a penny pinching ass nigga. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is my organization. Sorry, I'm not. He's not even top 20. I'm not paying him. So if I just go into the season with the OKC's fucking cap space, then I'm just gonna have to do it. Nobody's coming to come play with me anyway. So why should I pay somebody that's not gonna bring nobody to no seats? Like
that's how you wind up with a team in a luxury tax that can't get out the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're locked in. Like look at what Utah did. Utah maxed out what they could do with Mitchell and Gobert. They can't get anyone to come there, and now you're stuck with an untradeable contract in Gobert that you're gonna have to take some bullshit back to get rid of, and Donovan Mitchell's gonna walk regardless.
Yep.
Or look at Denver, where they got 3 max niggas and Aaron Gordon making a fuck ton of money, and they finna get swept. They done got rolled out the fucking playoffs, even though 2 of their people ain't playing. But that's what happens. You don't have any depth. You don't have any depth, and you wasn't gonna win a title anyway. So let some other thirsty team take that nigga, get some kicks back in cap space, and keep the rebuild going until you land on a nigga like LaMelo.
But okay, what about this? Like, I look at Phoenix, like Phoenix's roster. Like they have one old nigga, they got a goated superstar caliber nigga, and then the rest of that shit has been mostly compiled through the draft. Like they're mostly
just about to say that.
They're mostly homegrown talent. So what if you get the right coach in there who can take what you already have with Bridges and LaMelo Ball? Like I'm trading Rozier, I'm probably trading Hayward, and you can just get the one right fucking veteran. Like, and not to say that Russell Westbrook is Chris Paul, but there's rumors y'all are trading from him. What if a Russell Westbrook come over there with the right coach? And all that can be cultivated, and you can have like a Phoenix Suns team. Because if you look at the teams, like the Phoenix and Milwaukee, they're kind of built the same way.
Memphis.
Like Memphis, like they have a bunch of young niggas, and they're built through the draft, and then they just have like one superstar. But and more importantly, they're deep. Like, how would you feel about that?
So for me, I think where Charlotte fucked up was you shouldn't have paid Rozier. I understood paying for Hayward. I understood it. You didn't know if LaMelo was going to pan out, and he was there. He wanted to come. You know, at the very least, he's going to give you between 16 and 22 points per game. All right, I get that. The Rozier deal was stupid. Flip him you just drafted Book Knight. You have, if you believe in Cody Martin so much, you have him here. 2 cheaper options. flip that nigga at the trade deadline because teams are gonna overpay for him and let him walk. That to me was the dumb mistake because like the Charlotte fans are like, well, why can't we be like Memphis? Well, what did Memphis do? Ja Morant got there and they said, this is yours. Do with it whatever the fuck you want. They got him veteran bigs and they didn't bring in anyone who was going to take the ball out of his hand. Charlotte has brought in niggas that are going to take the ball out of LaMelo's hand. Miles Bridges is at the best with the ball in his hand. Rozier is best with the ball in his hand. Hayward is best with the ball in his hand. So you got 3 niggas and a 20-year-old who needs the ball. And you can't get a center, and it's like, well, yeah, because y'all keep paying. So again, I understood the Rozier deal. I mean, I understood the Hayward deal because no one knew what Melo was going to be. The minute Melo panned out, Rozier should have been expendable. It's like, nah, bro. Him and Graham should have been on the next thing smoking out of Charlotte because it's like, bro, we don't need you. We have the future here, and we don't need anybody that's going to take any touches away from this dude. He needs to develop and grow. But like to your point, like if they bring Vogel in, obviously Westbrook's not coming. Like Vogel is the hire. That's trade.
Like,
yeah, that's not happening.
Like I think as far as Borrego has got y'all, like a nigga like Mark Jackson, like what Mark Jackson did with Golden State is often overlooked, and Steve Kerr gets the credit for all of their success. But Mark Jackson was the one who laid that fucking foundation down for really their whole dynasty for like the last decade of what they've been. That is Mark. That was built on the back of Mark Jackson. Like if you
empowering young niggas.
If you can like they traded fucking Monte Ellis. It was like Curry or Monte, and they fucking took Curry. Like, this is
not only that, but they saw they had Klay Thompson and was like, hey, we got a legit nigga right here.
Yeah. And let's not forget, like Mark Jackson also. Like he had David Lee start. It's David Lee, right? David Lee started, but he was like, hey, we got this ugly nigga from Muskegon, Michigan. We gonna start him.
See, that was actually Curdo.
Oh, okay.
Because Lee was still starting up until he got injured, and they lucked into the death lineup. Because like Draymond talks about how he didn't know what he was supposed to be. He was playing 3 most of the time with Mark Jackson.
Right.
And then David Lee gets injured and Draymond is inserted into the starting lineup. And then Steve Kerr like figures out, oh shit, if we go small, these niggas can't stop us. And that's like he lucked into the death lineup.
Yeah, I think wasn't it because Brooke Lopez? I think it was not Brooke Lopez, but
who's the
Bogut.
There you go. I was trying to think.
Yeah, they were having to take Bogut out late in the games.
Yeah,
we could just run Draymond, and like if we move Draymond to the 5, Harrison Barnes to the 4, and I put Andre Iguodala in, we got 2 good defenders. And
that's another badass contract, niggas.
Hey, and I've seen Charlotte websites like, yeah, maybe we should go after Harrison Barnes. Nigga, no, we shouldn't. Have you niggas not learned your lesson?
No, for what?
For who and for what? But yeah, so to answer Fee's question, if one of Rozier or Hayward could get moved, I'd be okay with paying Bridges. I just don't think he should get 5 years, 173. That nigga need to be getting 4 years and about 110.
I'll probably give him 4 years, 84. That'd probably be what I would give him.
Yeah, well, if you could sneak the 84, I'm trying to. You said 173. Is that
the max is 173, and if he makes an All NBA team or wins one of the like big,
don't go up to like 215 or something.
Yeah, it goes to like I think it's 219. It's either 215 or 219.
He's coming off a rookie deal though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it that high? I want
to second contracts now. Yep.
Yeah, if they have your bird rights, then it's that high.
Yeah. Yeah, because they can add I think the max any other team could sign him to is like 4 and 120. I want to say,
and that's what I was thinking. I thought it was like 4 and 120.
That's if you leave your team, but if you stay with your current team,
Charlotte can pay him more.
5th year.
That's the fall. That's the fallout. That's the fallout.
And much to Joe's point. Yes, that is the market. No, you don't have to pay it. Let somebody else.
They did it with. Charlotte fans were so pissed when they let Kimball walk, and this nigga's on his 3rd team now.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of them was like, "Yeah, nah, bro, you ain't worth the headache. Go home."
Yeah, I'm not paying that nigga. I'm not paying him that.
No, he's nowhere. And Bobby Marks at ESPN, like he's like Miles Bridges isn't a max player. You saw it in the playing game. Like, look at what Trae Young did. Look at what who out west. Look at what look at what Anthony Edwards did. Like he's not a
fucking
max
like Brandon Ingram and
Yeah, that was
CJ
Brandon
McCollum.
Ingram.
Like Brandon Ingram just like fucking put the fucking Clippers out the playoffs and into the play-in. Like Miles Bridges, he can't do that. And if he can, I ain't seen it.
He's
there you go.
He's an athlete. He can shoot well enough, but he's best when he's creating shots and rim running for LaMelo. It ain't but so much you can do that. And again, if it's gonna be Melo's operation, the best version of him is what we saw this season: 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. That's it. He ain't gonna take over a game. He gonna have one game every so often where he gets hot, but that's it. But yeah, I would let him know. Go find the best deal you can find. We're gonna match it, and then we're gonna sign and trade you, and let his ass walk.
Yeah, I could see somebody like the Lakers being thirsty for him. Like you probably could package Rozier and him for like because the Lakers like LeBron needs a point guard who can play off the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Rozier can play off the ball, and they need younger wing defenders because them niggas looked old at the end of the season. Like they was every bit as old as that fucking average was for that team. Like them niggas was old as hell and they can't defend. Like I don't need fucking 10 old niggas that can't defend, bro. Give me 2 old niggas and give me fucking 8 young niggas who got legs who can play 72 games out the fucking year, bro.
And I have my issues with Rozier, but I'll give him credit. He plays. Like he shows up to work and he plays, and he can. Yeah. And if he's gonna have 5 to 10 games a season where he can get hot and keep you in a game or win you a game you shouldn't won. But he gonna have 20 where he shoots you out the motherfuckers. But that's why you need a LeBron to be like, nigga, go stand in the corner. We are not giving you the ball unless you are butt ass naked. And Melo don't have the cachet to be like, hey, nigga, stop shooting. It's the same thing that happened against Bron in the Eastern Conference Finals when all them niggas was young, when Tatum was high and Rozier like, nah, nigga, this is my time to shine. He pulling a Carlton trying to play hero ball. And it's like, dog, if you give it to Tatum at the top of the key, that's 2 points every single time. And he does it to Melo consistently. Melo will be rolling and Terry like, nope, my time to get rolling too. You ain't finna outshine me, little nigga.
But yeah, the more I think on the Terry Rozier to the Lakers, the LeBron James Lakers. Yeah, perfect.
It's perfect.
But do you think LeBron does it with Malik Monk already over there?
Well, Malik Monk can't play make as well as Rozier. Rozier at least has experience playing on the ball. That ain't now Monk's assists went up this year, and his turnovers went up a tick. But like, so I was talking to a Hornets fan about this when they were like, I don't know where this myth that Malik Monk made a leap this season came from. He played more minutes. Of course, his numbers were going to go up. I say, yeah, but his usage rate went down and his efficiency shot way up. His shooting percentage went up when he was a starter. He averaged 17, 4, and 3 on 47, 39, and 80. Like, that's pretty damn good for a 6'2" shooting guard. Like, I love Malik Monk, but that's pretty good but he can't run an offense for you. Like, if LeBron comes out, you can't run the offense through Malik Monk. Because he's just going to drive and try to shoot it every time.
The better trade for the Lakers is to the Pacers. If the Pacers want Russell Westbrook, I'm sending that nigga for Buddy Hield and fucking Malcolm Brogdon.
Correct.
Tomorrow. I'm sending that nigga to fucking over there. That's the better trade for them. They still not gonna win because the West is fucking loaded, but
because at least Brogdon plays defense and Hield is gonna shoot. So that gives you 2 niggas who can shoot, one of which is gonna play defense and be at the point of attack. Like I saw some of the Lakers beat writers saying they would prefer the Hornets deal if it's Rozier and Oubre, and I'm like, why? Oubre don't play defense.
Why?
Like he has a reputation as a defender, but that nigga don't play no fucking defense. Especially not if he's not getting the ball. Like Oubre has shown his defense wanes when he's not like engaged in the offense. That would be terrible. And you probably have to take Mason Plumlee in the trade for salary matching purposes. You don't want that. You don't want Mason Plumlee who shoots so bad from the free throw line. He shoots with his offhand and shoots better. That's not something that you want for yourselves. Want better, Lakers beat writers.
Hey man.
And I don't see Malik Monk and Terry Rozier coexisting either. I just
But
don't
that's
see
why
that.
I asked that question. It's like, so if I'm LeBron, because you know who the fucking real GM is over there, like who that's why I asked, like, who are you taking? So it sounds like you would go with Rozier over Monk.
Well, I think Braun wants Monk because Braun was trying to get them to trade for Monk like the past 2 seasons, and the Hornets were like, "Nah, that's like like Malik Monk like shitted on Borrego and was like, nah, they lied to me for like the last 2 seasons. They told me, Borrego said he was gonna like put him in position to run back up point. That didn't happen. And he kept asking like, hey, can I be traded? And they're like, nah, we have a vision for you with our organization, and they let him walk for nothing. And he had to take a vet minimum deal. It was like the Lakers and somewhere else that was offering him basically the same amount of money. He's like, well, shit, I'll just go play with LeBron because at least LeBron knows how to make role players look good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and they may not be able to afford to bring him back, honestly. Like,
yeah,
because he like I think the last game of the season he went off for like 41.
Yeah, he's definitely outplayed his contract at the moment. So like,
yeah,
he gonna get something.
Yeah, but apparently the Lakers were like, no, dude, we're not taking Gordon Hayward under any circumstances. And I get it, because that would be the Street Clothes Hall of Fame, him and Anthony Davis.
Ooh,
They need to trade AD, bro. I don't understand.
Yeah, yes.
Let some stupid team take him.
But see, I would wait because right now he's damaged goods. I would get about 3-4 weeks into the season while this nigga's making it through. Let him run the offense through him, get him his 26 fucking 9 and 3 with about 2 blocks a game, and then get his ass out of there. Piece him out.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. If he get rolling, the Lakers are gonna be like, no, we can't trade him now.
Nah, because like what they've been saying is that coming after the bubble, like coming into that next season, the nigga was out of shape. The nigga he not no workout warrior like LeBron, and like LeBron seen it and like man, I can't deal with this nigga, like, which was the whole point of him getting Westbrook, because he was like, well, at least I know this nigga work hard and he'll help me carry the load. But nah, ain't none of that shit working. Like I don't know. I'm trading AD.
I'm trading AD immediately, bro. I'm not waiting.
Yes.
Like, fuck that. Like,
I see if OKC won them.
Yeah, there's a small Charlotte would take him. There's a small market team somewhere that will grossly overpay for the services of Anthony Davis.
The Kings,
Portland.
Oh yeah, that's right up there, LA, right there.
Well, the Kings just got Sabonis, so that's probably why they wouldn't take him.
The Kings will take that nigga and make that nigga play 5, even though he don't want to play the 5.
Vladdy gonna be out there like, nah, nigga, you playing 5. I don't even know if Vladdy's still the GM anymore.
had that nigga George Karl fucking hating on that nigga like he hate on DeMarcus Cousins, bro.
Hey, bro, can we just talk about how big of a hate? Like, I know this nigga was talking shit about Iguodala.
Bruh.
He said he accused Iguodala of giving the Warriors information to beat the Nuggets the year before he left to join the Warriors when Iguodala was on the Nuggets. Like, dog, you can't do that. You can't say that.
Man, George Karl is a nigga that blame everybody else for his failures, bro.
But he blames everybody but himself.
Like he takes the blame for nothing. Like it's DeMarcus Cousins' fault. It's everybody's fault, but not George Karl's, bro. Not a nigga with no ring.
Coached the what? 1 NBA Finals?
Yeah.
What do you got? The Sonics there, right?
Yeah, the Sonics.
I think he was the head coach of the Sonics when that happened.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Yeah, that George Karl might be a top 5 hater of all time.
Come on, bro.
Like, it's because it's spread out. It's like Skip Bayless is number 1. Like when that nigga said that he would never have kids because he's so dedicated to this hate that he has never missed watching a LeBron James game. Like that man gets like 3 hours of sleep a day, runs like 20 miles a day just to keep his hate. Like, he told his first wife, like, I will never love you as much as I love my job. He told his current wife that. Like, nigga, that is some dedication to hate, bro. That is
hate.
It's like him Judas Iscariot. Actually, you know what? I don't know if it's Judas or the Roman nigga, that the Pontius Pilatus.
What, Brutus?
No, I mean Brutus up there too. But like, nah. Skip Bayless is Skip Bayless is a generational hater, bro. Like, we will never see a nigga that is like that is that dedicated to the hate as Skip Bayless is.
I don't know, man. You kind of creeping into that top 5 with your Devontae Graham hate.
See, I ain't even had the time to hate on Devontae Graham like I wanted to because of Cody Martin. Like, I never saw Cody Martin playing 26 minutes a night the way he was. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just be able to cheer my Hornets and hate on this nigga Devontae Graham from afar when he eventually falls off that cliff. And I couldn't even do it because I was so busy praying on my own team's downfall, so they would fire this dumbass head coach. I couldn't even hate on Devontae Graham.
I see you in the play-in posting that man's stats on the box score on Twitter.
Absolutely, because the Hornets were gone. I finally had energy to redirect my hate.
But no, that nigga Skip the other day. I think I was watching the show yesterday. I ain't watching today. He was like, he was talking about they was talking about the Celtics and the Nets, and that nigga Skip was like, yeah, I don't know what's going on with KD. He's I call him the greatest player on the planet. He's the softest player on the planet, and in a minute he's gonna be in Cancun with LeBron. I'm like, bruh, why the fuck why is LeBron? He not even in the playoffs, man. He watching the playoffs at home in peace. And you just still found a way to get this hate off on this nigga.
Hey, LeBron not making the playoffs probably was bittersweet for Skip because he yes, I get to go hate on this nigga, but he ain't playing, so I can't hate on this nigga as much. So I gotta find ways to hate on this nigga.
He always try to find a way to bring it back to LeBron, which is so it's aggravating. And it's sad because I like Skip, but if that's literally what you're known for now, it gets annoying. I see Kyle's point.
Skip, when he's not talking about the Cowboys, LeBron, Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, anything where he can be objective, Skip is phenomenal. The insight he brings, the history he has of the game, I can see why he's been in this industry as long as he has been. But when he's talking about them other things, it's fucking intolerable, bro.
But that speaks to the hate, though. That speaks to the hate, though, because people forget that Skip Bayless was a renowned journalist. But then LeBron came on the scene, and this man changed his whole life purpose to dedicate
He hit his wagon to it. He said, "Oh, this is a cash cow right here, baby." This man legit said he he might have missed one game LeBron's rookie season, but other than that, he stops what he is doing to watch LeBron James play basketball because that man is that dedicated to the hate. Speaking of Celtics and Nets,
hey, let me just be the first to say, hey, all that shit I was talking last week, just forget about it.
No. For the tape back, what you said last week?
Run the tape back.
That championship pedigree.
No, you said championship pedigree. You said
it's looking real green around the neck, baby.
Looking real fugazi.
Them man, you put KD, and this is their own goddamn fault because the Celtics, the way this series is being ref, it favors the Celtics because they getting so fucking physical. And y'all know I'm a fan of the fucking physicality. So I love to see it. But what I don't understand is you spend damn near 14 seconds in the shot clock trying to get Kevin Durant the ball 20 feet away from the basket in the post. I ain't seen a pin down screen. I ain't seen these niggas run a floppy. These niggas is too fucking talented. They have too many playmakers for these niggas to be working this hard for a fucking jump shot, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like it. And the bad part is Tatum and Brown didn't even really play good in game 2. So fucking terrible. You wasted a great game from Seth Curry. I'm sorry. Seth Curry, Bruce Brown, and fucking Goran Dragic. You wasted a good game on the road. Role players don't play like that on the road. That's a home game
and a 17-point lead.
That's a home game. KD up here fucking doing and one mixtape moves at the top of the key, and the ball is going out of fam. what the fuck are you doing? Steve Nash got to get fired, bro. Them niggas need a coach. Like, I don't care what you nutty niggas say, you need a fucking coach, man.
Yeah, not like our boy B Will was like, you know, he was like, man, I don't see where KD's getting double teamed. He's getting shots off that he normally, and I'm like, bro, you ain't really seeing how hard this man has to work. Either Tatum or Brown is pretty much on him the entire game. The entire game, you've got an elite athlete at about 6'7" with a hella wingspan, and they're muscling you. They are muscling you.
And then as soon as you dribble past the top of the key, you get to the elbow. Al Horford's right there. Marcus Smart is right there. Grant Williams is right there. Peyton Pritchard is right there. Daniel Tice is right there.
Bro, let me interject. I was so happy when Daniel Tice came back because I was like, you got one job. You only have one job. And he is doing it right now.
You got one job, hack niggas. I hate Daniel Tice,
bro. Yeah, but like even not even then, when he's off the ball, like you got Grant Williams and Al Horford and Tice just coming off and chipping this nigga for no reason. Like when he's just trying to get position, one of them niggas coming over and just elbowing a nigga in the rim. Like, yeah, we here. Like,
I love it. I love it.
Like, and then, like with Steve, now you playing these niggas, which I understand. You play them a lot of minutes, but why wouldn't you bring LaMarcus Aldridge out there? He big, he physical, he can get some punishment. He can knock down a fucking 20-foot jump shot. So maybe fucking Al Horford ain't gonna be fucking running over when you got fucking Speedy Claxton ass out there. I know his name ain't fucking Speedy, but you got fucking Claxton and Drummond. Like, why do you have these niggas on the floor and then you're running isolation sets? Like, you need to involve them in some type of offense, bro.
I get Drummond being on the floor, but like to me, Ben Simmons ain't shit offensively, but this is where he helps because Marcus Smart is able to just lock on Kyrie Irving for the entirety of the game. Whenever and Derek White too. Like, you have two really good defensive point guards. Even if they streaky offensively, they can just look at Kyrie and be like, we're on you. Now, Kyrie's going to get the better of them at some point, but that takes energy to have a nigga as strong as Marcus Smart with his elbow just into you the entire game and constantly. They're not giving them niggas no room to breathe, no room to make any of their execution. They just up into their bodies. And like KD that's been done to him by smaller dudes plenty of times in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, Chris
Paul did the shit. Pat Bev did the shit. He always adjusts, but he ain't young no more either. And this is another thing. He don't just go to the rim no more. He's getting to a spot because like he probably ain't as explosive enough to just rise up over niggas anymore. So it's like, all right, like at the rim, so he's having to get to a spot and he's exerting so much energy. And it's like, at least with Ben Simmons out there, you would have to put one of those defenders on Ben Simmons because even if he ain't gonna shoot, he can at least pass and make the correct play and defend. Like, KD's their best defender right now. That's not a good thing.
Well, no, it's probably Bruce Brown.
Oh yeah, Bruce Brown. Yeah.
But this is the thing. In game 2, I seen KD get he backdoored because they was overplaying. They was playing this nigga so high. He backdoored and got like an easy layup in the second quarter. Them niggas never went back to that set. I'm like, how are you not going back? This nigga just got the easiest bucket at the rim of his life, and you could literally do that shit.
Who's your playmaker over there? Like you said it already. They don't have a playmaking like.
Well, they're not running no fucking plays. Like they come down. It's like you play 2K and these niggas is in the fucking what the shit.
I mean, to Joe's point, who's supposed to execute that?
Man, look, Goran Dragic. When he was on the court, he looked fucking competent, like in the pick and roll. Like he made all the right decisions. He was knocking down mid-range jump shots, and it alleviated some of the pressure off of fucking Kyrie and KD. Like, I don't understand.
And that's where I agree with you when they say they need a coach. See, but there's probably KD, Kyrie, the leaders on that team is probably on the bench and like, no, I want the fucking ball. And regardless if we can see that, hey, Dragic probably needs to have the ball to be the playmaker. We can see that because we're outside looking in, but we're not in the huddle. So somebody over there is probably like, yeah, nah, fuck that. Kyrie, KD, y'all niggas run this. And so, yeah, they do need to.
And this is where they miss Fat Lever too, because James Harden is at the very least, he's a threat, right? Like you wouldn't be able to have Brown and Tatum just waiting on KD if if Harden's at least there. Like you have to do something with him. But at the same time, they would be trotting LaMarcus Aldridge out there, and they would be getting destroyed on the boards. This is
they're getting beat on the boards regardless. So like to me, Harden would be a better fit right now. But they got Ben Simmons. He's supposed to come back. I think he will help realistically.
Yeah, but
because
it's gonna be too late by then. He come back.
I agree with you.
It's gonna be 3-0. Like them boys is getting.
Yeah, let me change the name real quick.
Yeah.
And then another reason why it doesn't work, because where KD and Kyrie, like KD has alpha game, he has a beta personality. I'm sorry, that nigga, he got a number 2 personality. He's not a number 1 type nigga in the huddle. Like as much slack as niggas give LeBron on his team, LeBron is that nigga. Like he's the leader. Like if nothing else, his niggas play hard for him. They might be trash, but they play hard for him. KD has let Russell Westbrook and Kyrie Irving get the ball and have the ball in situations where them niggas shouldn't have the ball. You not getting that out of like a Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan, like, hey, nigga, Scotty, give me the ball. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's my time right now, my nigga. Like, I hate that about KD. There's no way Kyrie Irving should be shooting more shots than you in the game. I don't care how good that nigga got it fucking going. It's no way. You fucking 6'10" and you're a phenomenal scorer. Like, it don't make no sense. So I just want we need to knock that nigga for that. Like he has to get knocked, but people be letting him fucking slide. Like his rings in Golden State, I don't like them. They fraudulent rings, bro. Like you just.
I can't say they fraudulent because the nigga won Finals MVP, and as I've stated before, when people said, "Oh, well, you just added," they didn't need KD. Yes, they did.
No, they need
the KD. First 2 NBA Finals. When them niggas, they needed a nigga who could go get a bucket. Steph Curry at that point in time was not a go get you a bucket player. He was working within the confines of the offense, and his gravity allowed him to just do a bunch of shit. But you saw it in Game 7 when they needed a bucket. What did that nigga do? Dance with Kevin Love and miss the shot.
They needed that.
Klay Thompson could not go get you a bucket.
Fraudulent, bro. Like, nah.
It ain't fraud because if you ask me, like. Okay,
we putting the diamond test up to it. It's fraudulent.
We all play that recess. Man, when you got next, you picking the best niggas, bro. You not picking nobody else. So for him, and this is the thing, this is another, it's like a love-hate with that, because if he don't get the ring, then niggas is gonna talk about him how niggas talk about Charles Barkley in a disrespectful manner. Like, oh yeah, you was great, but nigga, you never had no ring. So all your greatness is not validated. Like, watch how niggas will talk about Russell Westbrook compared to Kevin Durant as their careers close out.
But I got to contest that a bit, because so we know KD is one of the most skilled players who have ever played the game. But when you think about it, did his time with Golden State really change his legacy? Are niggas saying like, oh man, KD is the best and like the best ever now? Like people still view KD the way they did before.
I think the thing, like the way we view his skill set and his talent is one thing, but like Fee said, 10 years after that, the kids is not going to be like, we've seen the kids do not go back and look at the previous generation. Like how many NBA dudes when The Last Dance came out was like, damn, I know Jordan was like that. Like, nigga, you was hooping in his shoes. You didn't know the nigga was like, you never bothered to wonder why people said this was the greatest of all time. But they don't do that. They only care about what's in front of them. So to Fee's point, yeah, he would have got disrespect. They'd have been like, man, that nigga put up all that points and couldn't get no rings out of it. That nigga, he did something for them when Klay and before pre-KD, Golden State Warriors, when Steph and Klay looked to get their shot off more than anything. Like you saw it the first 3 games of that 2015 finals. All Steph was doing was trying to get a shot going until Kerr was finally like, nah, I got to put Iguodala in because I need somebody to orchestrate the offense if your shot not going in. And then Steph kind of picked it up because the pressure was off of him. He still should have won the finals MVP. Like go look up the last 3 games of that series. That nigga Steph was cooking. But nah, KD, the fact that he has 2 rings and 2 finals MVPs and he balled in that first finals against LeBron, like it wasn't Russ or KD's fault that they lost. It was Fat Lever's fault that they lost because that nigga was in Miami in the strip club. Not kicking it with Lil Baby, but that nigga was in Miami.
I had to be there.
Nigga had to experience some titties.
Now, like when it's all said and done, when KD, Westbrook, and Harden retire, if Westbrook and Harden don't have no rings, watch how niggas talk about them compared to how they talk about KD. They'll talk about Westbrook.
Watch how they talk about him now.
I'm leading the charge already on Harden.
Westbrook averaged a triple-double, but what did they get him? He ain't win no rings. Ain't really. Mm-hmm. And like the year he won the MVP, I think they was 6th seed in the West with just him. Like the nigga was fucking hooping, but we not gonna remember him. Like I'm watching the radio shows now. They start to dog this nigga Jokic out, bro. Like Jokic getting dogged, bro. Like if he don't get a ring, niggas is gonna be like all these advanced metrics for what? What is it getting you?
I just want to say, bro, Jokic. And this goes to our point, like he shouldn't get talked about, like, but to damn near drop 40 and 20 and yo fucking team still fucking lose, like Jokic should not get no disrespect. But
them first two games, Draymond was taking that nigga lunch. Like them first 2 games, he shit the bed.
Draymond was feeling on that man. Yeah,
I get what you're saying. In the post. but for that man to be doing what he's doing by himself, because
no.
Can someone tell me what the fuck is wrong with Murray? Like this nigga really ain't played the whole year.
Didn't
like,
he tore his
ACL
in the playoffs?
How come other niggas them came back and he ain't? Like what? He's young.
Yeah, but he tore his ACL in the playoffs last year. It's been about a year.
Well, I don't know. Football niggas been coming back in like 7-8 months, but
I mean,
well,
them niggas contracts ain't guaranteed. So,
I mean,
yeah.
What I
they gotta come back.
Would you get back on a sinking ship? Like Joe, if you saw the Titanic going down, would you jump back on that motherfucker, or would you just wait till the next boat comes?
Like they weren't winning with Jamal Murray anyway. Like not the way Jordan Poole's playing.
But all I'm saying is you don't have your second best, probably your best player realistically. You don't have your number 1 scorer, and you still lead a team to the fucking 6th seed in the West. Like that has to account for something. And like that's all I'm saying.
I think what this shows is it's a referendum on advanced statistics. Like. It's not that Jokic isn't good, but those advanced statistics don't mean shit. If the goal is to win and compete for championships, those advanced metrics don't mean shit. Like they can tell you a story, and then when you pair that with what you're seeing on the court and the results, that's where the advanced metrics should come in. I'm not gonna say because again, last week we talked about it, and I said Embiid should have won if he was like, well, yeah, that nigga's second best player is Aaron Gordon. I was like, yeah, I ain't really got nothing for that because. But I mean,
I said all along it should either be Giannis or fucking Devin Booker who should be the MVP because as you see, that nigga had 31 in the first half the other day. That nigga get hurt, them niggas lose the game. So
yeah,
who really like if Chris Paul goes down? I don't know if the Suns lose that game because Cameron Payne is serviceable as a backup and their system still works fine with Chris Paul not there. They're not gonna win a championship without him. But with Devin Booker, them niggas is hurt. Them niggas low key in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Devin Booker can get you a first round series.
Correct.
Like Devin Booker is good enough to win you a series by himself. Like you have dudes like that who are the right matchup, the right time, the right pieces around them. They can take over a series and get you they can get you 4 and 7. But I mean, I don't. Giannis went through the same shit. Like he got knocked out the playoffs the 2 years after he won the MVP, and then he was like, "Yeah, nah, nigga, I'm finna just go Super Saiyan 3 on y'all niggas." Well,
I think it's the media that creates the narrative for these awards anyway. Yeah. And once the media gets tired of you, you're not winning that bitch no more until you do something else. Because honestly, I just feel like them niggas was tired of Giannis. Because if I'm looking at Giannis and Embiid, ain't the Bucks a higher seed than the fucking Sixers?
Yeah, they would. Yeah, it was all close, but yeah, they was all right there with each other. But it came down to the last day. Like Boston Boston secured the 2 seed with a win. Like Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly were all like jockeying for position up until the last day.
Like I get what people say. Like I get the case for Embiid, but like I just bring it back to the head. Like nigga, Giannis, if it's that close at the end of the season, and we're fighting for positioning in the playoffs, and you come up short in that game, I got to give it to the nigga who came out on top, who made the game winning play to put us to the number 3 seed and to put y'all to the 4 seed.
Yeah, no. I mean, I agree with you. Like I'm not mad at Jokic. I'm not mad at Jokic winning. I would have went with Embiid, but you know
it's a feel good story. Oh my God, Ben Simmons is not playing. Da da da. Man, fuck that nigga.
Listen.
That's my nigga. But fuck that nigga. Like, yeah, like again, like you don't have like your second best player, and you're dragging your team along.
And now your second best player out there looking like me.
Your second best player is a 3 technique. He need to have his hand in the dirt.
Their second best player might be Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, it's Tyrese Maxey for real.
It is Tyrese Maxey for real, yeah.
They second best player is a 3 technique. I mean, is a fullback.
Come on, man.
That nigga Kyle Juszczyk. Nigga throwing mean blocks at the hole and catching 3-yard shovel passes.
hey, we can talk about all that shit we want, but that nigga's playmaking, bro, and he's a different nigga right now.
Like distribution wise, like he gets Embiid into places well with the ball. He still can draw fouls. He still makes the occasional 3. And he puts the rest of them niggas in position to do well. So
I'm sure Brooklyn wish they had that nigga right now.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think any of them. I don't think anybody saw Ben Simmons back fucking up. But I mean, when you don't play for a year, you're back fucking up.
And I also don't think they seen that mandate being lifted because the way they were talking, it didn't seem like it ever was going to be lifted. So Harden getting to the age he is with his legacy on the line, he's probably thinking, I need to get over here with Philly because we probably got a better chance because these niggas is over here. All the players is going to play every fucking day. This nigga Kyrie, I don't know what the fuck he's on.
Hey.
Yeah, he don't know either. So.
Hey, man, watching that winning time, like, I really hope that somebody can, like, fucking like go into like that 2016 Cavaliers. I just want to see like Kyrie's behavior because like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's behavior, like in them first few episodes, I'm like, hey, this nigga was like really out here, bro.
Yeah, he was.
Like,
yeah, he was.
Like my man is on some different shit. Like,
I don't think you could. With all the wild aspects of these characters' personalities being like played to the extreme, like that's basically what this is. Magic is a sex addict. Jerry West is a rageaholic. Kareem is a pompous dickhead. Like all of these things are being played to the extreme. So to me, it's like I don't know that you could like extreme up Kyrie anymore. Like outside of like having that nigga showing up in a goddamn dashiki.
Hey, looking like what was
every
that
single
shit?
day.
What was Martin's name on fucking when that nigga Martin disappeared and he was brother
Shaquille Sunflower. Brother Shaquille Sunflower.
Yeah, like you can't extreme up Kyrie any more than that. Man. Hey, listen, man. The playoffs are going great. What's the scores right now?
Miami 101-98.
They were just down double digits. The Hawks is fighting. I'll give them that.
Goddamn. 75-51. I mean, Milwaukee 75-51 over Chicago. And then the Suns was like 3-2 when I just looked.
Yeah, Milwaukee feeling on them boys.
that nigga Bobby Portis, bro.
I hate that nigga.
Y'all know that nigga's beloved, like in Milwaukee, like the fans, like they love that nigga.
He stayed there,
bro.
That shit nasty.
He got more money elsewhere. He was like, nah, these niggas in Milwaukee. He's almost a perfect fit for that city, like Zebo was in Memphis, where it was just like, yeah, nigga, you home.
Yeah, they like they really love that nigga. And bro, I never was a fan but that nigga be fucking hooping, bro.
No, bruh. No,
Hey, hands of
man.
stone, baby. Hands of stone.
No, that's
Joe.
the only thing I'm mad at Chris Paul for, bruh, because he really let this nigga Bobby Portis get a ring, bruh. That shit is so nasty. Like,
Nah, Scott Foster let that nigga Bobby Portis get a ring, bro.
Hey, have they announced the referees for tomorrow in Brooklyn? Because I feel like Scott Foster got
Bro, if I
do
see
wanna
Scott
know.
Foster, bro.
I feel like Adam Silver sent that nigga a text and said suit up.
Hey, that nigga Scott Foster smoked one of my tickets the other day because I needed I had the Suns money line and I did not know that nigga Scott Foster was fucking refereeing, bro. I'm like, damn, this nigga done lost 14 straight with Scott Foster, bro.
shit, wow.
He's never won a playoff game with Scott Foster.
And niggas try to tell me that it's not Scott Foster.
Okay.
Like, bro, that's not a coincidence. Like, okay, 1 or 2 times, okay, that's a coincidence. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm tripping. Nigga, 14, a whole career. That's not no fucking coincidence, bro.
Yeah,
And
man.
the NBA ain't gonna do shit about it.
They gonna give Scott Foster knows he is the nigga at the end of the bench that's coming in to get 6 fouls. He's not there to score. He is there to foul and annoy the shit out of whoever he's guarding. That is Scott Foster. Like I am here to muck shit up. I'm going to call it unfairly, and I'm gonna make sure this game has some fucking because the Nets and Celtics series could be the most entertaining series we get all postseason. If we get if we get Heat Milwaukee, that's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, that's gonna
Like we're not gonna get any series that is nearly as entertaining. Like Philly, Boston. Well, no, it would be Philly, Milwaukee. I mean,
it'd be
Boston. It'll be Boston, Milwaukee, and then
Heat,
Philly.
it'd be Philly, Miami.
Like the Warriors and the Warriors and the Grizzlies. That could be fun. That might.
Ja will make that fun.
Yeah. Hey, I had a thought though with Chris Middleton being out, and we can wrap on this. Can y'all imagine the shenanigans of a Jimmy Butler and Chris Paul finals?
bro.
If Devin Booker is out longer than them couple games, like they said it initially was 2 games, but now it's gonna be like 2 to 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
They not getting out the West because the Warriors
they're
is
not
rolling
getting out
on
there.
all fucking cylinders, man.
But if it happens though, like who's gonna want that title more? Who's gonna be willing to do more cheap shots out of Chris Paul?
Oh, Chris Paul, that nigga Chris Paul said he wants nothing more than this title, bro.
And add in Mo Cheeks to that.
Nah, Adam Silver got to push that button, bro. He got it. Nah, we can't. Nah, we can't let that happen.
Dog,
Absolutely
Push that button.
Kyle Lowry and Chris Paul gonna be elbowing each other in the nuts for 7 games, bro.
Yeah, I can't get another Kyle Lowry finals, bro. No,
Nah,
no.
Hey,
No, bro.
Kyle Lowry getting 2 rings and Chris Paul having done would be the ultimate nastiness.
That would be like the wildest shit of this generation, bro.
Like,
because Kyle Lowry didn't deserve the first ring.
no, Kawhi came in an Achilles tear and an ACL injury in the same fucking finals, and that's what did it for these niggas.
Which at the time I was happy because I'm like, yeah, we can Golden State the fuck out of here. But it was like at the expense of what? Like this was DeMar deserved this ring. Kyle Lowry, you didn't deserve it without DeMar. Like all the times you fucking pulled up small when you seen LeBron, like y'all niggas was playing like some hoes, bro.
Hey man, shout outs to shout outs to Mo Cheeks, man.
No, we not shouting that nigga out. Man.
Y'all see the video of him running down the lane, like fighting with. Just imagine Chris Paul and Kyle Lowry guarding each other.
I do not want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to see that, bro.
Both them niggas is 36. Both them niggas are ridiculous human beings.
That's fucking prime fucking back you down from half court basketball right there.
Like it's just gonna be a lot of like arms just going like this,
just high dribbles, nigga flailing arms. Yeah, bro. I
No, bro.
Yeah, nah, that's Tyler Hero can't win the NBA title.
Facts.
Absolutely, nah.
Hey,
for the sake of this country, we cannot allow Tyler Hero.
He might make J.R. Smith look tame. Like he got to mellow out like J.R. did a little bit before he fought. Like Tyler Hero is gonna be fucking every Instagram model on the planet. Like probably on his live if he wins. Like we can't. Yeah,
We
nah,
can't let that
Scott
happen.
Foster, you can't let that happen.
Bro, Tyler Hero won a championship. Jack Harlow was doing the fucking Miami Heat fucking intro the
He
next
is.
year, bro. Oh my
Oh,
god,
that's so nasty.
it's nasty.
Adam Silver, you got to do it, man. You
Yeah,
gotta,
nah.
like
George
channel
Bush,
the energy of
George Bush
of
the button.
George
Yeah.
Bush the button.
There's gonna be some fucking catastrophic injuries happening to get a finals that they want.
Like Chris Paul's going to underbridge somebody. I'm telling you, he's going to kick. He's going to kick at least 2 people in the nuts in that series.
Yeah. While I would still like Chris Paul to win a ring, bro. Yeah, nah. They not gonna get that far if, like you said, if Booker out, but no. But if it's them in Miami, like God no,
Yeah, nah, that can't happen. I actually, even though I hate the city of Boston for different reasons, I actually kind of hope these niggas win.
Man, wintertime made me hate them niggas more, bro. Yeah, they are Boston fans do not deserve another ring, bro.
They
What
don't,
you
but man,
mean?
I want to
Hey,
see Tatum. I want to see Tatum and Brown get one.
Hey, Tatum a Duke nigga, but no,
I want to
he's-
see Brown get one.
He's
Yeah.
in that green, baby. He don't deserve the Boston fans. I always say Alabama has the worst fans. Y'all niggas might be worse, bro. Y'all niggas are literally terrible, bro.
Hey, nah,
Like-
bro. Marcus Smart after a title might become like he might be another dangerous nigga. Like we don't
Yeah,
need that to
yeah,
happen.
yeah.
For his,
Fucking-
for his
he gonna
own
be-
safety.
He gonna be fucking Draymond Green, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
bruh.
yeah. I
Man,
guess
what
the
they
safety. Yeah, nah. We just need Giannis one. Giannis just gonna give us dad jokes and eat chicken wings after the game. That's
Man,
the
they was
safest
gonna-
bet for America.
Now, they was on Winning Time talking about after Bill Russell won 11 rings, they took a shit on this nigga bed. Like, broke in his house and took a shit on this nigga bed. Not dog shit, human shit. This is for a nigga that won titles for your town, man. You niggas don't deserve nothing else. All these good years of the Red Sox, the Patriots, and the Celtics, you don't deserve it. Suffer. Them niggas need 100 years, bruh. 100 years of suffrage, bruh.
Hey man, the fans done changed a little bit. Not much, but a little bit.
Man,
Yeah, nah, man. Well, anyways, James Borrego got fired. Take a celebratory shot as soon as I get off of here. We got anything else?
For hands down.
Prayer hands down, baby.
on Boston, baby.
That's because you betting against us, bro. And it's
I
all good.
didn't bet no money. I just really thought that the Nets would be doing better than I remember who their coach was and who he played under and thrived under most of his time. So them niggas, he from the school of D'Antoni, bro. He ain't it's over with.
I'm not gonna say it's over with yet. It's just like I was saying, our team is just better than theirs. When the stars should cancel out each other, and it should come down to the other niggas. And so, like, our team is just better than theirs. Like this is simple coaching. This is why I believe Ime can't fuck this up, but he can fuck this up. Like,
Shout out to Brad Stevens for realizing he could speak to these niggas and giving himself a promotion and getting the fuck out the way.
These niggas need a nigga. These niggas need a nigga.
These niggas need a nigga.
The only thing that'll fuck it up, the only thing I think that'll fuck y'all up is if they change the way this shit is officiated and it gets a real ticky tack, then that's gonna favor the Nets because they're way more finesse. That's the only way I can see.
I see, but I don't even think so. Like, you gotta remember, KD went to the line 20 times last game. Like, if you want to keep it a buck, it has been ticky tack, and so like,
nah, bro,
fam, it has been ticky tack.
On one of the last fouls I seen KD get fouled, y'all niggas came with a double team. 6 niggas reached across this nigga body before the ball flew up in the air and then the whistle blew. That is not ticky tack.
He needs to find a gym, hard body.
This nigga Marcus Smart is grabbing niggas and riding them around the 3-point line like he's on the Zamboni, bruh.
Get your weight up.
Ticky tack, bruh. That is not ticky tack, bruh.
I'm not
Grown
saying
man
that they're
basketball.
not bodying KD. They are.
I don't care about the body, but when you if you can reach across my hand and slap both the bends of my elbows and get the ball, Like, hey man, what I got to do to get a foul? But hey,
how the game should be played.
that's why I just said if it because y'all are playing 90s defense. If it changes and they ref the game how it's ref normally today, then I can see the series changing. Otherwise, let them niggas still go home. It don't really matter.
1, 2, 3 Cancun.
Oh yeah, they gonna be I got a seat for y'all, bro.
All right. Well, on last week's episode, still on hiatus. I still need to watch the next episode of Atlanta. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but
Yeah, I'm off that train now. Let you have it.
we're here. So
I wasn't here last week. the latest episode trash too.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm off it.
It's another meta commentary referendum on white people. Like, how many of those are we gonna get in a single season?
I imagine an entire season worth. Yeah.
So
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
I still ain't watched it. My Hulu don't work over here, so
Damn.
yeah, it's bad, bro. It's literally Netflix and Amazon Prime, which I usually like fuck with Amazon Prime and give these niggas my money, but yeah, even they shit like ain't even fully working over here. I'm mad as hell.
Yeah, get that Crunchyroll, my boy. Twitch.tv/feebaby. Tune in. How's the title defense coming?
I ain't gonna lie. Now that I won the title, I'm so bored with the game, and I've been fucking around on MLB The Show. I just hit 70. I'm hit my 73rd home run with my dude earlier, bro. Trying to get my team right for Diamond Dynasty. So, and we only in August, by the way, and I hit 73 home runs already. But I don't know. I'm debating on retiring in Madden because the shit boring, bro. Now I ain't got nothing to play for. But I'm here. I took a sim-mail to the computer because I ain't play one of my games. So we here, baby. Just come tune in, bro.
All right. Well, we'll be back here next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. 1.